iiV. And these are my friends.
And these are my friends.
You can talk like
In
Bane.
some realms.
Hello, this is Ruckus iiV and friends. Welcome to the podcast. I just want to let you know that my name is Ruckus iiV. This is Poetic Princess Jessica.
Hola.
And what is that
What-
noise? What is going on with this podcast? Why is this all backwards? I don't understand anything right now.
My bad.
Okay, so that's the end of that. All right, so this is Ruckus iiV and friends. We have topics that we talk about. By the way, this is Gazzy B. We are going to start a topic, and no one knows the topic right off the bat, but we're going to go from there. So the question I have is, what is a gender stereotype that annoys you the most?
That is such a good question. I'm glad you brought that question up.
Me too.
A gender stereotype.
Like that only women can cook and clean.
Yep, that's one.
That women can't really be executives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, own their own businesses, like without having a man there too.
Right.
That men can't watch the kids and be a stay-at-home dad. That's kind of a little bit irritating.
Okay. That's irritating. Jessica?
No, I mean like, right? Like I feel
is there
like
anything-
anybody can do anything. Like it doesn't. I don't feel like anything has to be gender specific.
But because there is a thing out there,
Yeah.
there is a stigma.
Like people will look like, why is he at home chilling with the kids? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
let him live his life. I make more money. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
Playing Mr. Mom.
That it's
Yeah.
frowned upon that the guy doesn't make the money as much as the woman does.
yeah. And
That-
and if I'm like the president of some crazy company and I'm making like 6 figures constantly, like why not have somebody that can stay home?
I feel like we live in a
Daycare's
different time
expensive.
right now.
Yeah, it's changing.
Where it's not, none of that really is a big deal for people anymore.
Yeah.
At least I don't think it is. I don't think I've
It-
ever really had.
It still is, but it's not like it's not as common. It's common, but it's common in sections. Like there's sectors of places where it's like racism. Racism's still there, but a
Yeah.
lot of us don't personally see it as much because it's not as common. You know what I mean? So it's like same thing with the gender inequality thing. It's all kind of within the same boat almost. You know, there's people that are just treated differently because of whatever gender or race or whatever. It's there, but it's not like it's in pockets around the United States, I would say at least. Because you think about it, you know, you go to like I don't know different counties of Florida. You know, there's a little bit of a different. I don't know. It's just different everywhere you go. I don't know how to really.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
we're here. We're there.
Yeah, we're there. We're on the same page.
I got it.
But so you don't think so? Then I mean, you don't really. As far as the gender inequality, like as far as women being treated like they don't get paid enough compared to guys.
Well, that's just a fact.
Well, that's not. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't.
So you do
much.
see that still.
Yeah, that's definitely something. You definitely don't get paid as much unless you create your own thing.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what's really interesting about like people our age is that a lot of people are creating their own things. They're creating their own businesses. They're creating their own empires, and you can do that without having to do it like like everybody else. You don't have to be like everybody else anymore.
Yeah.
Like before, you was like you have to go to college, you have to get to get that kind of like whatever kind of job you want. But now you don't really have to. Like
But
if
do you still see the stereotypes though?
oh, of course,
Yeah.
Of course, there's stereotypes.
But
yeah.
see, I feel like, well, yes, there are women who can do men's job, but there are certain jobs that men can do that women necessarily can't, and vice versa.
like what?
Are you gonna get out and climb up on a roof all day and in attics? I mean,
If
I guess
that's
women
something
can.
that
some
I
women do
want to
that.
do,
Yeah, women
like,
can do
like
that.
for instance, in our house, I build the stuff. Like I put the stuff together.
I hate putting stuff
he
together.
hates it.
I do too.
don't like putting
I like
but
putting it together.
but like for me, like I would like get out there, build a bookshelf if I want to. If I
Yeah.
wanted to build a patio, that's what I wanted. Like I took that after my dad, like
But
because
that's
he's
you. That's you.
Yeah, but there's other people like me.
I know. I'm not saying every woman. I'm saying there are certain women that can't do men's jobs.
Well, yeah,
I
but
don't know.
Well, what jobs would that be? That's I guess maybe that was the main. That would
Yeah,
be the
like,
question,
what-
right?
yeah,
like what
what
jobs
job-
can't women do that men can do?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they can't.
No. Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm trying.
That people, I assume, believe that women can't do those
Yeah.
types of jobs, whatever those jobs might be. And yes, there is still
That's a
even
hard
women.
one.
It is.
It's a
even
hard
when,
one.
When
Yeah, 'cause
women,
I
you know,
kinda
go
feel
into the
like-
police force and stuff, you know, there are still those guys that are like, you shouldn't be here.
That's
You're
a
doing
tough-
a man's job.
That's a tough topic, especially military, because
Yeah,
they're-
like Marines.
Yeah.
but then you do have women units in other countries that do what
The same
And
thing that
women-
ours do.
Yeah, that they say that women can't do it, but they're trained
And
and,
they're a lot,
capable,
and a
more
lot
than
of them
capable.
are tougher than men.
Yeah, some of
Yeah.
them are way tougher. It just
Yeah,
depends.
I feel like there's nothing that a woman can do.
Women endure a lot more
women,
than men.
Women can do a lot, and I think men can too. Like I feel like
I
you
think
can do
there's-
anybody
yeah.
can do anything. That's like kind of how I feel.
Yeah, I think it all depends on a lot of different factors. I think there's so many variations, and I think the problem. This is why I brought up the question, because stereotypes are a problem in the sense of trying to generalize people. So, in the military would be an example. Okay, so there are a lot of women maybe that do not wish to be in certain situations or circumstances, whether it be a biological thing, like a physiological thing, or whatever. As far as like having periods, chemical, like different, like emotional differences. Like some women feel a lot more sensitive to certain scenarios that might happen, but not all women are that way. So there are women that can handle that. They would just have to be able to show that or prove that, I would think, amongst the ranks, whether it be a man or woman in those ranks. You know what I mean?
And that means women have to work harder to prove that.
Yes, they probably would, maybe, but I think that if it was more common, it wouldn't have to work as hard.
Yeah. I
But
think
it's hard. It's hard for it to be common if, like, I guess it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like if you look at like segregation and how there always had to be one person that broke through for the rest of the people
Right.
to get there, and I think that's kind of what it would be like. Like you would need that one woman to do something, like how girls are playing football now.
Yeah.
Like before, like that wasn't allowed in high school. You know what I'm saying? And I don't
it
think
was
there's
when I was in high school.
well,
Maybe
not
like
a-
before that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like the
Like before.
70s or something, Like,
yeah, you couldn't have a
more
girl on the
repression.
football team.
It's progression.
Yeah.
Everything's changing. I think
Yeah.
nowadays, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything.
Yeah, I don't
The
remember
only
there
thing
ever
that I
being a
do
girl on my
think,
football team.
the only thing I do think they will never compromise on is a female president.
No, they're working on that
I
now. I
think
think
that's
a
gonna
lot
change
of
soon.
I know they're trying, but come on.
I think
It's
I
just
think
the
they
option
just
we
need
had was
the
kinda
right candidate.
Yes.
And it'll happen. Just like they never thought there was going to be a black president.
Right.
And then we had one.
Right. And see, this
And
is
it's because of
and yep.
his message
Yeah.
went out to everyone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he reached out to a lot of people.
He
that could
reached out
relate.
to a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was saying earlier too. Like you see, like the stereotypes of like say racism and gender inequality all kind of fall into that same category that our society is still trying to get away from right now. We're trying to break away from those two things. And what you're saying, like, yeah, I mean, it would, or I think what you said it that it takes that person to break that.
that one person.
It just
Yeah,
needs one
like,
person.
and you were just saying that. I mean, you're saying that they're making it harder for a woman president. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Just out of curiosity.
I don't get a whole lot into politics.
I know, me either. I'm right there with
And
you.
especially because
But-
of the last, few,
yeah.
Yeah.
runs and stuff, there hasn't, in
you,
my opinion.
do you think people want a woman president? Do you think
I think
there's
they're
a mass
willing.
of people?
A lot of people are willing for the change because,
Yeah.
like you said, Obama. That was a huge deal when he
Huge
was
deal.
elected.
Yeah. So do you think there maybe are some powers at play that make
There
it
might-
difficult for the woman to get in
I
there?
think so. I think
Okay.
so.
And
Looks
versus
like
the
scandal.
fact that maybe the options aren't the greatest at the time. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, we've only really had one
Yeah.
running
she was
for
close.
president.
Yeah.
The other one was vice president.
I'll be honest with you. You know what I
And
want?
that one.
Some people got mad at me because, and I'm gonna go right out and say it. Like some people got mad at me because I was happy that we had Obama, because I was like, finally, we got a black president. All right, we got that out of the way. Right? So now I say that because it was about time. Like it's a little overdue, in my opinion. Now, as far as women president, we need that too. We need to
Yeah.
have that out of the way. Sooner we can get a woman in there, and so as long as she's a good candidate, she's gonna do her job.
Michelle Obama.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, though.
It is.
That's where you get into politics. That's
Yeah.
that
I think it just needs to be somebody that
genuinely cares about the job.
cares about the job.
people.
And not Twitter.
Opinion.
Yeah, that is capable and that cares. Like, that's
Yeah.
really what people want to see. Like, they want to know that you care about their situation.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's like not my situation, like somebody has something, you know?
Yeah.
And that's
I want to see a woman president already. I just want to already have, like, and I say that just to get out of the way so we can get past that already. Like, we need to get past that inequality crap. Like, I'm
I
sick
think
of
once
it.
that happens, the whole world will open for equality.
Yeah.
It'll move in a step forward.
Yeah.
Even more.
I think our society would probably lose its mind, though, if we got a Chinese president. I don't think, if you think about it, like, how many Asian people do you see that are running in that area? You know what I mean?
Well, I think you have to be born in the United States, don't you?
Well, you can have.
Hispanics like the only one that's really trying to get up there too. No. I'm not talking about from China. I mean, I say Chinese, but I mean like
Well, no.
Chinese
I mean
descent.
that. I mean that. Yeah. But as long
Yeah.
as they're born in the United States, who cares what race they are?
Right. Well, no, I don't care. you know
There
what I
are
mean?
people out there who do care.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, no matter what, like you have, say, like somebody from Chinese descent or Japanese or Korean or even just any from the Asian area, like that alone. I think there's a lot of people, their brains couldn't, like they wouldn't.
And what kills me
you know?
about that is these people don't realize you probably have that in you.
Yeah.
You know, I've taken 2 of these DNA, kits and stuff and found out stuff I never even imagined was a part of me.
Right.
So it's like
We all share a lot of the
you're
same.
you're fighting for this person not to become, president or for whatever reason, with Obama, whether it was race or whatever. You're related at some point.
Yeah.
So it's like these people aren't processing that.
No. There's a lot of people that just cannot understand diversity and equality, like like being able to share the same. What saddens me is the fact that we even utilize the word race when we are the same race. Like
Yeah.
all of us are the
It's
same
more
race of beings.
ethnicity.
The human
Yeah,
race.
like ethnicity is just a part of culture and differences that happen amongst just where you lived on a piece of land, basically.
Well, and wasn't it at one point all the continents were
What in the world?
what?
Continue, please. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Yeah, but what do you think? You haven't said anything.
Oh, I said.
He said Michelle Obama.
Like, that's your whole thing. Michelle Obama. What was the question?
The question was
The equality.
stereotypes we don't like. I'm gonna jump in a second.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why that happened.
What happened?
Go ahead, guys.
Okay. I don't know. Now I feel like I'm
we got
lost.
we got a little sidetrack there.
What happened?
Don't worry. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, when we're
For
done.
those of you still listening to the podcast, I just want to let you know that there was a random roach that just kind of fell out of nowhere, and I just got to
Like,
make
where
sure
did it come from?
took it to a more appropriate place than where it was. I have no idea where it came from at all. I don't even know how it got there.
Right?
It's such a random spot. Anyway, so that's what happened just now on the podcast. Real quick, I was gonna throw in. You know what I don't like for stereotypes between genders is the crap that they propagate on commercials, where the man is the stupid guy and the woman's the smart one, and he can't handle anything around the house. He doesn't know how to do anything else. Now all of a sudden it's the woman's fixing the car, and the guy doesn't know how to do anything. He's such an idiot because he doesn't know how to handle anything in the kitchen and blah blah blah. It's like, dude, don't. What happens when you put that out there? People will feed off that, and it sucks. I mean, yeah, okay, I get the joke sometimes. Okay, yeah, haha, but it's not really, it's just silly that anybody would, market off that. The fact that they use that as a marketing technique, I think, is really frustrating to see that. And to me, I think if anything, it's insulting to anybody's intelligence. Because come on. I mean, I think any woman that is with a man that she respects and knows that he's not stupid, he knows how to handle certain things around the house, he knows how to learn how to do so. It's like you said it yourself. You do the fixing of things around whatever, but I'm sure Gazzy does things that other guys are not stereotypically supposed to do.
He does the laundry.
Laundry, there you
And
go.
I love it. I love it.
You're supposed to be the dumb man that doesn't know how much
Turn the washer
to turn.
on.
Yeah, you don't even know how to turn the washer on. No, I will say there are guys who
That don't know how to do that.
don't know
That's
how
true.
to. That fascinates me.
Yeah.
When I have a dude that says, "Dude, I don't even know how to do laundry," I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
Are you-
especially
dude?
now. It's not like you're
What?
scrubbing it on a board and then hanging it outside. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
pushing a button on a machine, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Like there's an on button. Choose it.
Yeah. You just put, I mean, there's instructions on the detergent that tells you how to do it. You know, it's like,
There's instructions on the inside of the lid.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so that drives me a little bit crazy.
Yeah, because I do laundry and I fold all the clothes. So I do all the folding stuff too. So
Yeah.
it's some people don't.
Well,
really
the
fold.
question is with that, with your OCD, do you like things folded a
He
specific
likes things
way?
a certain way, and I
That's
didn't
why.
think about it
makes
until
sense.
you said that earlier, and I was like, that makes
What
sense.
That's
things do
why.
I fold that I
You like if I fold it a certain way, you don't like it. So that's why you started doing the laundry in the first place, because you wanted it your way.
Instead of, but hey, this is a
But
winning situation.
I love it
Oh, it works. Yeah. It's
because
a
I hate
win-win.
folding laundry.
But you do stuff that he hates.
yeah, I'm sure.
And you guys are taking care of each other in that difference.
yeah.
So, but this is once again a good example: a man and a woman who do the complete opposite things that
Role
a
reversal.
stereotype says, and it creates a functioning household and a great relationship. So, anyway, that was it. That was it for that.
Was that your side topic?
That was actually, yeah, that was going to be one of them.
I thought you had a side.
Side topic? No, we're just going to end it with that one.
Oh, okay. You have a side topic.
Oh, no, I do have a side topic. Thank you.
That's what I thought.
Hold on.
I'm like,
Sorry,
wait,
guys.
what?
It's not over yet if you want to stick around.
Bonus.
I saw you going through your stories, Gazzy, on Instagram. And the first thing I thought of right there and then was, because of OCD, do you have to go through everybody's story to cancel them out? It's like to finish all their stories, or are you okay with not finishing everyone's story?
Yeah, I'm
that
okay when I
shows
finish everybody. Sorry, but I like when you pull up Instagram, you have like the stories there. I start from the first. I can't just pick someone random and then just keep going. So I start from the first one, whoever's there.
Yeah.
If I'm not really feeling what's going on, I'll just skip to the next person. But
Okay.
I always start from the first. I don't just randomly.
So you got to go
select-
from left to right, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for
I
those of you
mean-
guys who don't know what stories we're talking about this like story feature on Instagram. It's on the top of your Instagram app, and it's like anybody that you follow, if they post a little story that you can watch, you can click on that, and it'll let you see what they're posting. And so I was curious to see if you guys actually look at every single person you follow story, or do you just cancel out after you guess, like, okay, I only see these people's stories and I don't really care about everybody else's.
I go through everybody's stories.
Well, I
So
don't.
do you have to finish them all?
I don't finish them all though. But what I'm
Just-
saying, I go to each one.
Yeah.
But if because you can skip to the next person.
Yeah.
So if I'm, let's say, on one person's story, and I'm not interested in seeing that person's story, then I'll skip to the next one. But the point is, I at least open it up.
Okay.
To get to and then I get to the point where I reach the end where there's no more stories.
So you have to finish it at least. So you want to finish that person's story at least and keep it.
Well, when you
closed?
say no, I don't have to finish this story, but I get to the last person where there's no more stories at all.
That's what I mean. So
You
that's
have
what I
to-
mean.
You have to zero them out.
Are you
Yeah.
clearing those all out?
Sometimes.
I have to do it.
You have to do it?
Yeah, I have to do it.
Like,
Like
does it
I
feel
hate
incomplete
I
if you
hate
don't do it?
notifications on my phone.
That's where I was getting
Oh, I
to.
understand. I don't
Yeah.
even turn the notifications on for Instagram.
No,
so-
I mean like messages.
No,
like
ju-
when somebody messages you and it has that little like one or
I turn my
two
notifications off.
on messages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
all my notifications.
yeah.
are
I
off.
have them on, but like if I don't read the thing, it bothers me to have that notification.
See, I
there.
leave mine
That's-
off because I like the surprise of going on and seeing something like, oh, I have a message.
Right.
I like that surprise.
No,
But
I,
no, which- no.
I do that for like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I do that. I don't have notifications on for that. But I'm talking about like my text messages.
The reason why I brought the question up is because of what she just said. Like, she doesn't like having notifications on something that are outstanding, basically.
Yeah. Like I hate
So,
that
like,
red.
It's like an unread email. Okay, you know what I mean? Like you have like unread whatever.
The app is showing that number one.
Yeah, I hate it. I
On
hate
the
it.
story, you see the little ring around the person's.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't bother
thing.
me. I don't even pay attention to the ring.
I'm asking this question because my OCD had kicked in at first, and I started wanting to do that and just cancel out everyone's stories because I don't like having something there that's still indicating that something is there that I didn't see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still there. But then I, on purpose, just started selecting only certain people that I want to see their stories, things like that, and just keeping it, without having to have control over finishing everything completely. You know what I mean? Like that was just something I was.
You
Well,
two are
for-
really the only ones I watch.
Well, for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I watch y'all's story and then swipe down.
But
it
like
out of
for me,
Yeah.
for me on my like for Instagram, like I cut a lot of like people off, like I you know, like celebrities and stuff. Like I don't follow as many as I used to,
Oh yeah.
so I don't get as many stories on top. So the people that are up there are people that are important to me, that I know, that
follow a lot of stuff.
that have, you know, that have watched. Like I feel like if
It's okay.
you take the time out of your day to watch mine, then I'm gonna watch yours.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't really get as many as I used to because I think I unfollowed like 100 or
Yeah.
something people.
I'll tell you
So-
this. My behavior is similar to that as far as like if somebody doesn't pay attention to anything on my Instagram,
Yeah.
more than likely I don't pay attention to their stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll actually go out of my way to not pay attention to it, even though they're cool. We're cool.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it is I'm not important enough, so I don't really want to keep giving all this I
Attention.
can't. It's not even that. It's not. Yeah, I don't want to get the attention, but it's really just I can't connect with you right now because we're not connected.
Yeah.
So I feel like okay, I'm looking at all your stuff, but it's a complete disconnect.
Yeah.
Like why am I even looking at this stuff? You know.
If you don't care about what I have going on.
Yeah, I mean,
Kind of.
It kind of. There's some people that I will still check because they have content like the Discovery Channel or something like that.
Okay,
You know,
yeah,
like Geo,
yeah.
whatever.
They're not connecting to you.
No, yeah, I know they're not going to. You're right, exactly. But I will check some of their stuff from time to time. You know,
Yeah.
because they're producing a content that is definitely
Well,
know,
like some
more
person
my alley.
that I do watch and they don't ever watch my. I don't think she follows. Like Juju Kitty, I watch all of her stuff
Yeah.
because I think she's just so funny. And
Oh, she's hilarious.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and like she's just real, like a real person.
Yeah.
And I like watching that.
She's not ashamed to be herself, and I've always respected her for that, for
Yeah.
everything that I've, seen that she's posted and some of the interactions we've had, just talking on the DM and stuff like that. She's just really down to earth and pretty cool about
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I do watch all of hers.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I don't do a lot of stories, so.
Yeah. Well, I was just curious. It's kind of like on Facebook, like if you have notifications, you kind of want to go through. I don't know. Sometimes I want to go through.
I
most
feel
of
like their notification system has been weird lately.
It has,
though. Right? Like I feel like it'll
there's
say that
many,
it's there.
There's so many more notifications than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, Facebook's on a different level now.
About to get deleted.
It's been deleted.
Wow.
It's about to be MySpace in a second.
I'm going back to MySpace, guys.
That's a whole nother topic. I don't even want to go there. I was just thinking of like they took a huge hit
Yeah.
financially. Like, ooh, they got it rough. Anyway, so yeah, I was just curious about that. So if you guys, by any chance, who are listening, is there anything that you do that's as far as cancel? Like, do you hate it when you have notifications that are sitting there, and do you have to cancel them all out? Does it bother you, or can you just move on and get out of the app and it's no big deal? Do you have to check every story on Instagram? Like, anything like that, please share in the comment section below. If you guys have a topic that you guys want to see or are curious for us to talk about, by all means, throw that in the comment section. And I think that's pretty much it.
All right.
I'm Ruckus iiV.
That's who he is.
This is Ruckus iiV and friends.
That's who we are.
That's us.
I like how this is going. This is Poetic Princess.
That's her.
This is Jessica.
That's me.
This is Gazzy B.
That's
Him.
That's me.
If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Instagram,
Facebook.
Twitter.
and that is Ruckus iiV and friends.
Or you can follow.
Ruckus iiV's vlog.
Yeah, you can follow my vlog. It's on YouTube. Ruckus
where it
iiV. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter. I don't know. You can,
Keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, there's a huge list. I'm even on what's the one that everyone loves that you can.
You're on Discord. You're on Twitter. You're on Tumblr.
I'm on Tumblr. I'm on what's the one that everybody loves?
Twitch.
No, yeah, I'm on Twitch. But what's the one that like really looks at food and like all the other stuff and
Instagram? YouTube?
Oh man, what is that called?
I've never heard of this.
Me either.
It's the one. It's like really popular. It's sad. because-
Pinterest.
Pinterest. I'm on that. Too.
Why are you on Pinterest?
Food. I was doing like a food thing. Like
We're gonna need you to get back off of Pinterest.
Yeah. I was doing the Ruckus iiV like Pinterest food thing. So
my
yeah,
gosh.
from all the vlogs and stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah. On that note, see you guys later.
Bye. They're crazy.
a high-pitched voice, I think about Stevie Griffin.
Oh yeah.
What you got there, Brian?